Okay, welcome to the next drawing tutorial. So today we are going to be drawing a spike and give it some shade as well. So to begin with, what we're going to be doing is, let's go ahead, and you can use a ruler for this if you want to, totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead with 10 centimeters across. Just get that roughly straight right there. So 10 centimeters across. And then I'm going to find the 5, which is in the middle right here, and I'm just going to go with a straight line straight up, depending on how big you want the spike to be is dependent on how big that is. And then what I'm going to do is, because most spikes are kind of rounded at the top just ever so slightly, I'm going to go with maybe about a centimetre, just like that. That's half a centimetre aside, and then we'll go ahead and we'll join these up as is. To both sides right here, and then I'm going to do a little bevel at the bottom of the spike. So let's go ahead, draw that down, and then for our bevel at the bottom of the spike, we're going to want something that comes down just ever so slightly, just here, and then you can make this a little bit longer just in the middle, so you've got that nice little round kind of curve. So this to here, just a nice little curve round, and then we'll do this to here, nice little curve as well. So once you're happy with your spike shape, we can also go and make the curve at the top right here as well. So take your eraser and we'll rub this bit out in the middle for our little construction lines that we made. As such. And you can place the lines back together if you accidentally erased something, just as such. So essentially what you need to do is, we're going to go with another curve just at the bottom right here, just following the original one that we did, and that will be our base. And what we can do is, we're going to go ahead and start making some lines down here. So from our point at the top that we made originally, and then we'll just very gently just draw some lines all the way down. Go ahead with the top again, draw lines down, and then we're going to go ahead and just do this all the way around our piece for the shade. Be as many or as little as you want. Just go ahead and make sure that this top bit of the ruler stays at the top, and the base can just rotate as need be. Okay, so once you're happy, let's go ahead and join some of these lines up with a nice little curve. And I'm just going to go ahead and add some more lines in here actually. Have one there. Let's go with one here. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do is shade these in different kind of tones. So we can go ahead with this one in the middle right here. We'll shade this one kind of dark tone. And then we can go ahead, shade this one, a little bit of darker tone as well. and just go around. Just do these in different ones. So once we've got something like this, what we can start to do is we can start to kind of do a little bit of shading, and just go ahead from your HB pencil and just basically rub this. So now you've got this nice little kind of thing going on. So the next thing we want to do is neaten this up. As you can see, there's a little bit of leakage right here. So let's go ahead and just get rid of that. A little bit of colour run right there, so let's go and get rid of that. Go and do the same around the bottom as well. So when we do the lighting for these, we can go ahead and place the light right here. That will be our lamp, and from our lamp we can go ahead and we can start making the shadows, and make sure you're coming inwards just slightly because this is a spike, and we can go probably from here and fill this bit in. So just get rid of any excess lines that you don't need. And what I'm going to do is just start shading from here, from this point right here. And then once we've got this, we can start to shade a little bit more down this way, and you just want to get lighter and lighter as you're going through this. Trust the process at the moment. So once we've got this, let's go ahead and rub that in again. Just go with the shade. Just careful of your fingers at the edge of the page. We can go ahead and shade again. You want this a little bit deeper just at the base of the spike, and then lighter as you're coming out. So it doesn't look like much right now. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead with this edging right here, and we're just going to go ahead and shade at the side. Just here a little bit more, just some lines, just to bring that shade in. As such. And then start pulling this back a little bit more. Just go ahead and shade under that ridge just ever so slightly. Darker to lighter tones. Once we've got something like this, what we can start to do is start doing little lines with the eraser, with shines. Maybe there's some lights just at the back. Start neatening those lines off a little bit as well. And then, because this is going to be quite reflective, we can start putting some little details just running downwards for a reflection. Just kind of rub some of those in a little bit more. And then we can do some darker tones just around the outside. Just to kind of pull some of that detail in a little bit. And what I'm going to do just to neaten off this spike a little bit is just go ahead the rubber and just bring this straight down, this eraser. And then just add to your detail just there. I think this one's a nice little exercise just to kind of look at shade and look at the way that reflections are sometimes. We can go ahead and deepen the shadows. And then just correct that as well. If you like this tutorial, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.